Okay, very nice. Very nice. It's looking good. It's looking good. Oh! Hello and welcome back everybody, my name is LittleCornDogs, and in today's video I am teaching you how to make a beginner helicopter. And don't forget to stick till the end where I'm going to try and land this thing on my private yacht. Anyways, let's get to building. So a lot of you actually commented on the monorail video saying how you really like the helicopter in the thumbnail. So yeah, basically I'm building the one that is in the thumbnail of that video that was kind of like racing the monorail. But yeah, basically I'm just starting off with the bottom half here. Also, I always just forget to put this thing in mirror mode, but I'm going to get this little 2x2? Yes, 2x2 wedge, a 2x1 wedge, and then I'm just gonna flip it and put it right here. I'm gonna go ahead and build back with a 2x4, add a pipe piece for the landing gear, and then essentially just copy this down. I'm probably gonna do another 2x4, but we're gonna need to add a couple of these wedges again, but these are the 2x4 wedges. So I'll highlight that and then bring it back again. Now let me get a 2x1, then copy this guy here, and then a 2x1 wedge again, and then whatever these weird little connector pieces are, the little corner pieces, and then get this 2x1 and copy it again. So I know this is looking like a car right now, but just trust the process. This helicopter, I think, in my opinion, looks pretty cool. So yeah, let's just keep going here. Now let's go ahead and get this inverted corner. Now I'm just going to flip it so that it is in line with this guy here, like so it's nice and flush. I'm going to copy the wedge again, the little corner wedge, and put it like that. And same with this guy here, the little 2x1, just bring it up. Add a regular, just nice and chunky wedge like that. Add a 2x1 right there. Probably just fill that in just so it's nice and flush. And now here, I'm just gonna go up with a very sharp angle so we have a nice like glass kind of windshield. So let me go ahead and get this inverted corner and flip it so it's nice and flush with this guy here. And then I'll fill in a big wedge right here so we have a nice flat windshield as well. Now you can keep going up if you want, like you can copy this and bring it back, but that just looks like well, it looks like this thing has a massive forehead. So I'm just gonna get rid of that and basically just select all this down here and copy it and bring it up. I think it gives it a better shape, more of a aerodynamic shape. Not so much big forehead, like I was saying. But before I get too carried away with going with the top half of the heli, I'm going to start adding the walls slash doors on the side. So basically, I'm going to grab this, I'm going to flip it, and yeah, just make sure that we line it up with this guy here. Now, this part might look a little bit goofy, but remember that a lot of this is going to be glass anyways, so it's fine. But yeah. I'm just going to line all these up so it gives it that nice round shape. And then just to patch up this little hole here, I'm just going to put a little 2x1. And now with this guy here, I'm just going to flip it so that it looks like we have a more flat shape for a door. If this was also just concave going inward, at least just so fast, it would look kind of weird. So yeah, I'm just gonna put this guy here, put two little 2x1s here and here. And to fix this weird gap that we have here, like a perfect 90-degree angle, I'm just gonna get this small little wedge and put that guy right there. And you could see that the angle of where the whole ceiling on this guy is kind of going is nice. Like it's a different shape, it's a different angle, so it gives it more dimension, more of that aerodynamic helicopter feel. So anyways, moving on to the roof here, I'm going to scoot one here, put a 2x2 here, and then just so that this is all holding together, I'm going to put a 2x4 in there. But that's not it. I'm going to get a 4x1 slope, because you know those helicopters need to cover up all those engines and turbine spinning pieces inside here. So let me get this 2x4 and bring it up, get more of these inverted corners, but of course we're going to flip them inward. I'm going to do a 2x2, and then I'm going to do a 2x4 and just put it right there. Now to give this the good shape that we want, I'm going to just put a 2x4, or sorry, 1x4 and a 2x1, and then grab one of these little wedges again and just put it on the bottom. Now if we flip it, you could see that it actually connects with the rest of the frame here. So now it's starting to look like an intake. And speaking of intakes, if we get these little 1x2 wedges and just put them in here like that, you can see it looks pretty good. Now you could always add like a smoke decal on this and it will look very nice. But anyways, that's only if you want to paint this thing up and do custom kind of decals and all that. But yeah, I'm just gonna build back with all of these wedges like so. I might need to delete some of these, but not really sure yet. And then same thing with these guys. We're just gonna build these back. Yeah, we'll just do something like that for now. Now I want to have some pretty decent windows on this thing. If you guys have seen the original version, you see that I have pretty big windows. So basically, I'm just gonna grab some 2x4s and put them in here like that. Now, all these hazard signs are very annoying. So I'm gonna get a 2x4 and flip it, and hopefully we could just kind of chuck it in here. Well, that's a little bit of less hazard signs. Let me build back with another 2x4 here. Put a 2x1 in this corner, and if I could, nope, not what I was trying to do. There we go. Okay, and move that guy here and copy it there. Very nice. Now with the front here, I'm just going to keep putting little 2x1s. I'm just trying to make this all connect. There we go. That's looking a lot better. Now, just so you guys have yours laid out pretty nice, I'm going to paint these and then turn them into glass, just so it gives you some reference on what yours should be looking like right now if you are following along. But yeah, basically 2x1s, 2x4s, another 2x1s, and back to 2x4s again. But now it's time for the booty on this helicopter. So let me go ahead and build up. I will flip this and bring it in. I will now have an inverted corner like so. Flip it and bring that one in. Also, could we just appreciate that you can add this one that is a chunky inverted corner and then connect it to a small little wedge corner? I mean, it looks great. Anyways, let's move on. Let's flip this and flip it again, and there we go. Now that we have that, I'm basically just going to build this up and keep going all the way back. But yeah, nothing too special. It's just nice that we can actually connect all of these different inverted corners and corners all together. I just think it looks pretty cool, but I don't know why I can't fix this one. There we go. That's better. Now, aerodynamic wise, this piece is not going to look all that great when it comes from this angle here, but once it's all connected with the tail and everything, I think it looks pretty cool. But anyways, for all of you aerodynamic freaks out there, this isn't going to be perfect in this spot. But I mean, then again, look at how much red that we already have on this thing. I'm not expecting this thing to be a fighter jet speed of a helicopter. But anyways, let's move on. I'm just going to copy this corner wedge again and go like that. And then grab another corner wedge for these little exhausts here and put it like so. Now for exhaust, I always like to do this. I haven't really shown it in my videos, but usually when I build, I do little 2x1 wedges and I just kind of build them back like that. And yeah, you can kind of add like a glow decal in there and it just looks like the engine is running really hot. It looks pretty cool. But yeah, I don't know. That's just me. You could always do whatever you want with your builds, but I just like giving my 2 cents when it comes to adding decals, because I've been told that I do some pretty cool decals. So anyways, let's keep going. This is looking very cool now though, very full. But let's grab the chunky wedge and bring that one up. Then we're just gonna copy it and flip it again on top. Get this big inverted corner and then just do the same thing, just flip it so it's all going the same angle. And then for the meantime, I'm gonna go inside here and man, this is a tight squeeze, huh? I'm going to do a 3x1 and then I'm going to do a 2x1 and it should be holding. Yes, okay, these are now all connected. Very nice. So all I need to do now is basically just add the tails. So I'm just going to build up like this. And then I will add a big chunky block in here. I'll probably do this a couple times, something like that. And then just to fill in that gap, I'll do it again. Now I'm just going to keep filling in these holes, and now is the cool part where are those pieces at? These little rounded bits, I'm going to bring them in like so, and then I'm just going to build it back 8 times. So this is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I'm going to add 2x1 here. I'm going to drag this and copy it on the bottom, and of course flip it so that you know, it's a nice cylinder here. And then with the bottom, I'm going to copy this, get a rounded corner and flip it. Get 2 2x1s. I'm gonna get the little rounded bit here and just flip it so it's nice and flush. So for the tail here, I'm just gonna grab a 4x1. Now just to let you guys know, this does absolutely nothing for the physics in this game. It's basically all just for looks. So yeah, anyways, let's keep going with this little tail here. And let's grab these rounded bits and just bring them forward and flip them. Man, I love the look of this tail, dude. It looks so cool. And then I'm going to grab this guy, but let's put it in the right direction. There we go. And then we'll add the little baby tail fins on the edges here. Now I only like these because, you know, overall it fits the helicopter, but I don't like the overhang on each side. But that's fine. That's fine. It's not a big deal. All right. Well, now all we have is the landing gear and of course the helicopter pieces, but I'm going to try and do all the functional parts together because even if you didn't want to build this exact helicopter, I think that you should use the mechanical parts I'm going to be adding in it. It's just extremely beneficial with the new gyro stabilizers and also just the gyros. So nothing special when it comes to this landing gear here. It's just these guys, a little 90-degree tube here, and of course on this side as well. A T-tube, of course, on both sides as well, if I could get it lined up right. There we go. Now, thankfully, you don't have to add a bunch of these random pipe pieces. This big one just kind of fits in here already. But yeah, anyways, go back to this big tube here and just copy it on both sides. Now, this isn't going to be a legitimate functioning helicopter, I guess. Like, there's no rotator on the back here, the little tail fin spinny thingy. But also, put it down to -10, because for some reason, that is the fastest. Then we're going to copy it. And then with this one, I'm going to do negative space, and then with the bottom one I'm going to do positive space. Now this is just so they counter rotate, so there's not so much forces fighting against the rotation of the helicopter. If you put them both positive or both negative, you'll see exactly what I mean. But yeah, just do one negative and one positive. So let's do the blades. I like doing as many blades as possible just so I have the most amount of lift as possible, but it's totally up to you. That's weird. Let me get it a mirror mode here. I'm gonna copy all these and then flip them and then bring them down. All right, well now moving on to the mechanical parts, what I want to say first off is clear out this spot, but usually try and have it centered with your lift. Unfortunately, because this helicopter isn't that spacious, I don't think I have really enough room to put it all in the ceiling. But if you want to find time to try and fit it up there, go ahead and be my guest. I'm just gonna do mine here, but basically I'm going to get this gyro stabilizer and put it here and here. Now I'm going to go to settings and I'm going to do 2.5, and then I'm going to copy it again, but I'm going to flip it, center it, bring it back, and then just to make it even with those two, I'm going to make it a 5. And now that's good for us staying nice and stable, but to be able to force the helicopter to tilt forward, backwards, left, or right, we're going to need to add some gyros in here. So first off, for turning, I'm going to get one of these guys, but I'm going to flip it so the red is going on the left side of the craft, and then I'm going to try and move it as close as I can to this center of mass here, so we're not doing some weird wonky spins. But now with the settings of this guy up there, I'm going to turn it up to a 4, and now it's just time for leaning left and right, and then forwards and backwards. So I'm gonna go ahead and flip these guys because they're not going in the right direction again. There we go. And these I'm gonna do 2.5, and A and D seem to be the right controls. But for forwards and backwards tilting, what I'm gonna do is put some guys right here and just kind of squeeze them in there the best I can. Now with this, instead of 2.5, I'm going to do 2.05, and this is going to be W and S. Now, just to let you guys know, as long as you have that kind of layout in your helicopter, of course it doesn't have to be that strength or speed, it will fly very good. But before I get too carried away, let's go ahead and just make this all glass. So here, 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 and of course these guys on the inside, because it would look very weird if not. And then I'm gonna unselect this one and this one. Now glass, and make it black, and boom, this is looking good. Now some of you might think that this part looks weird, but eventually when I'm going to add the decals on this, I'm going to add a nice little truss bar going across and some nice decals going up and around, just so it gives it like nice shape and it looks like there's sections of glass all, you know, kind of pieced together like in real life. But anyways, I'm going to add as many seats as I possibly can in here, and yeah, basically trying to make the coolest helicopter that me and all my friends could go and fly around in. I'm going to paint it up and I will be right back. Alright you guys, I am back, and as you can see, I have painted this thing up, and man, does it look cool. Very simple paint job, basically just black and orange, maybe even a little bit of gray on those intakes right there. And then of course, some decals on the window as well. But let's go ahead and take off. As you can see, it is very, very, very stable. It's super flat, you know, super straight on takeoff, so nothing to worry when taking off. It doesn't do any wonky things. But speaking of wonky, let's go ahead and try and dive bomb here. I'm gonna do a little spin move and go down. Oh boy. Oh boy. Okay, okay, this is good. This is good. We got a good lineup for this ring of fire here. There we go. Let's lose some altitude. Oh my gosh. Okay. All right, let's do some crazy flying. Let's try and fly through this little canyon here. I'm going to show you guys how precise this thing actually is. How good it is at getting through tight spaces or even landing on things. Remember, I'm landing on the yacht at the end of the video, so, you know, it's gonna be pretty sweet. But yeah, dude, I mean, look at how cool this thing is. It just looks so good. I hate to toot my own horn here, but I think it just looks so cool, man. The flying is good. It's very precise on turning and all that good stuff. It doesn't lose a lot of altitude either when I do these crazy sharp turns. I can always just recover. I'm gonna show you guys how precise this guy is here. And I'm gonna try and either land or knock over this barrel without exploding. Come on. Almost there. Come on. Come on. Oh yeah, there we go. Okay, nice. We knocked it off. Notice how I said land or knock off the barrel because, well, I'm not that good of a pilot. Alright, well, let's come in for a landing here so we can try and spawn in that yacht. Look at how smooth this landing is, man. Hands free. I mean, it's doing it all by itself. Look at that thing, man. No gimbal jets, no thrusters in this thing. It's all perfectly balanced. All right, well, now that we have landed our helicopter safely, let me go ahead and spawn in this yacht. Okay, B. Oh my goodness, dude. This thing is huge. Wait a minute. That helicopter does not look small enough for that landing pad. Well, looks like we're gonna find out if it actually fits. Sorry guys, I didn't do my measuring here at all, so this might not even work, but it also just might be an extremely tight squeeze. Also, just to let you guys know, the reason why I'm landing on a yacht is not only one, because it's cool, but also to show off the precision on this helicopter, to show you how precise this thing can land. I mean, I'm telling you right now, I'm not sure how slippery this guy is going to be up here. I just have a feeling that a moving target is going to be extremely hard to land on, just because, well, I mean, it's moving. But anyways, let's go ahead and lose some altitude here. We need to get down. I am trying to go down, but not at such a drastic speed here. Okay, very nice. Very nice. It's looking good. It's looking good. Oh my gosh, first try, bro. First try, I made it on this thing. Come on, you guys. You gotta make this helicopter. You have to. This thing is that good, bro. It's that good. At least implement the mechanical pieces on the inside of the gyro stabilizers and, of course, the gyros. But, yeah, man, let's get out here. Let's get on this yacht, dude. Look at how crazy this looks, dude. I mean, the yacht is big. Don't get me wrong. It's a giant yacht. But at the same time, that helicopter is huge, bro. I'm honestly surprised that we landed on this thing first try. Well, that is it for today's video, you guys. Thank you so much for watching. I am surprised that this helicopter is so precise at landing and taking off, and of course just flying in a perfectly straight line due to those gyro stabilizers. I'm going to be uploading all of this on the Steam workshop, including this yacht as well. So if you want to check it out, instead of actually building everything, you can also just fly it around the map. Anyways, that's it from me. My name is LittleCornDogs, and I will see you guys in the next one.